Life and death, the two biggest mysteries we all share. We're born, we live, and one day, we die. Every culture, every thinker, every religion has asked, what does it all mean? Should we fear death? Should we fight it? Or is it just another step in a much larger journey? In this video, we'll explore the main philosophical ideas about life and death, from Socrates to Buddhism, from Christianity to existentialism. We'll break them down in a way that's easy to follow, but still deep enough to really make you think. So, grab a tea, settle in, and let's face the big questions together. Life isn't just yours, it's everywhere, it's everything, and we're here to explore it all. Be curious and stay curious. 1. The ancients. Let's start with the Greeks and Romans. Plato and Socrates saw life as a kind of preparation for death. The soul's released from the prison of the body. For them, death wasn't an enemy, it was a doorway. But Epicurus thought differently. Death is nothing to fear. He famously said, when we exist. Death is not. When death exists, we are not. In other words, worrying about death is pointless. It never actually happens to us. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, taught that life and death are part of nature's order. The wise response, live with virtue, accept what comes, and when death arrives, meet it calmly. Even today, these voices whisper to us, should we see death as liberation, as nothingness, or simply as nature doing its work? 2 Eastern traditions. On the other side of the world, a different set of answers emerged. Buddhism teaches impermanence, anicca. Life and death are both part of an endless cycle of rebirth. Called samsara, the real goal isn't to cling to life or run from death, but to transcend both, reaching nirvana, liberation from suffering. Hinduism adds the idea of karma. Our actions in this life shape the next. Death isn't an end, but a turning of the wheel until we reach moksha, freedom from rebirth. Taoism paints it more poetically. Life and death are like the changing seasons of the Tao. The way to resist them is like trying to stop the tide. Harmony comes from acceptance. So where the Greeks told us to face death with reason, the East often tells us to flow with it like water. 3. The religious lens and the great monotheistic traditions. Life and death take on moral and spiritual weight. In Christianity, life is a gift from God, and death is a passage into eternity, either into union with God or separation. In Islam, life is a test. Death is the start of the afterlife, and one's deeds and faith determine paradise or hell. In Judaism, views vary, but the focus is often less on speculating about death and more on living righteously here and now. Here, death isn't just a fact of nature. It's part of a cosmic drama, where how we live today echoes into forever. 4. Existentialism and modern thought. Fast forward to the modern age, and philosophers start asking, what if there's no afterlife at all? What if this is it? Heidegger argued that death gives meaning to life. Knowing we will die forces us to live authentically, to stop pretending we're immortal. Camus took it further. He said life is absurd. It has no ultimate meaning. But instead of despair, he invites us to rebel, to live fully, passionately, in spite of that absurdity. Sartre agreed that death limits us, but insisted our freedom lies in shaping who we are before it arrives. And today, we see secular humanists saying, make meaning through love, art, and legacy. Others, like the transhumanists, say, why accept death at all? Let's fight it with science and maybe even defeat it. So, should we accept death or try to outsmart it? Depends on which modern camp you ask. After all this, what patterns emerge? Acceptance. Some say death is natural. Don't fear it. Transcendence. Others promise rebirth, afterlife, or union with the divine. Meaning-making. And some say, with or without afterlife, it's our job to give life meaning. Different voices, different answers, but all circling the same mystery, how to live, knowing we die. So, what do you think? Is death something to accept, transcend, or fight? For me, diving into these philosophies isn't about finding the answer, but about sharpening the question. Because maybe the way we face death is the clearest reflection of how we choose to live. If this video made you think, even for a moment, hit that like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more deep dives into philosophy and the big questions of life. And I'd love to hear from you. Which view resonates with you most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching. Be curious, stay curious.